But when you start looking at, yeah, I have learned how to be a fake person. I have learned how to be different than I am in order to protect the person that I am from getting into painful situations,
Right.
in order to prevent myself from being ostracized or thrown off the island or disregarded or dismissed. I pretend to be someone I'm not. And I get dismissed anyways. Number one, it doesn't even work. It doesn't even work. I mean, I get dismissed as the person I'm not. And so the crack in the cement has gotten larger over time since we developed that as a young child, and we've never gone back and repaired it. And can I be my real self starts being the question of my second book, which is the Find Your True Voice book. And you can find that at findyourtruevoicebook.com, and I'll send it to you free without, with just for the shipping and handling. But that's the True Voice course and the Find Your True Voice book, which is this idea of, yes, for sure, there's someone there called you that you can rediscover without having to design. You don't need to go make up you. You has already been here the whole time. You is that 3-year-old who was in the playpen. You is the one who was in the elementary school with you. You remember that person. There's no other cell, there's no cells from that person that are still on your body. None of them, zero. But you're still remembering that person. And that includes brain cells, by the way. The memory of that person, the being of that person has existed the whole time. And taking incremental steps back to that person becomes available. And when you become more and more aware of who you really are and start to express closer and closer to that central, having never, without the plan to ever actually arrive at 100% you start getting really clear that it's pretty compelling and pretty addicting. It becomes very much easier to be authentic and honest and genuine with yourself and others.
So true. Do you believe in the inner child theory?
I think constellation work is really cool. I like the idea that we're all, in some ways, we all are base children. I'm not that different than little Freddie, who was born to born to my brothers and parents. I'm not that different than the little boy who took care of my little sister and, translated for her, and the pains and suffering and the traumas that I had as a child, and then chose a response in order to tolerate or to prevent it from happening again, are with me still, and absolutely dictate very much how I might respond to you, or how I might respond to anything that reminds me of those experiences, so that I don't have to face them square on again.
Exactly. We do take these maladaptive coping mechanisms and ways to navigate the situation into adulthood, and then we wonder why our life isn't working, because we're using what worked for us as a child, but they don't work for us as an adult or as adults.
Right. They're ancient and obsolete, and even in their first right, they were designed by a 7-year-old or 3-year-old.
Yeah. Exactly. And I think that people who are just angry, everything makes them angry, I think that's their only go-to. They've learned that as a child, that's what got them through.